A 29-year-old suspect has appeared in the Newcastle Magistrate's Court in KwaZulu-Natal over the brutal murders of Glen and Vida Rafferty. Their bodies were found near the front door of their farmhouse. The Rafferty's death has sparked outrage, which led to a march by local farmers. The police minister, Bheki Cele, is visiting the area to preside over an imbizo to address escalating tensions in the area. Let me take you to eNCA's Siphamandla Goge, who attended that court appearance and is tracking this particular story. So, Siphamandla, what happened in that brief appearance of this suspect?
Indeed, it was very brief. According to court documents and records, a suspect who is a 28-year-old appeared. He's facing 2 murder charges and robbery. It was just about 10 minutes of his appearance, and the case was postponed to the 28th of September 2020 for further investigation and for formal bail application. Now, we have moved from the Newcastle Magistrate's Court to come here, but let me give you some bit of background and context. The suspect was nabbed over the weekend by a task team that was formed to investigate this double murder in Nomadin area in Newcastle. Now, that murder sparked outrage in the area. There was a protest by the local farmers here in the area following that murder, and today we are attending an imbizo. As my colleague will be showing you what is happening, Police Minister Bheki Cele has arrived in Nomadin to meet with the farming community. You are talking about farm owners, farm workers and farm dwellers. Let me tell you that racial tensions are visible in this gathering. Tula Sizwe, basically everyone who is speaking, they are raising different issues, but at the center of the racial tensions here is the issue of the land, and also those who have spoken. As you see now, one gentleman is speaking here. Those who reside in these farms, they claim and allege that the local police station is not doing enough to protect Africans and black people. They claim and allege that police in the area side with white farmers, and Minister of Police Bheki Cele, as well as the National Commissioner General Khetla Sithole, they are here to listen to that. And this imbizo follows those racial tensions that have been happening for a while now in Newcastle. The double murder that we saw is just one incident, but there have been many cases of rural crime and also violent crime in this area of Newcastle and surroundings. So people here are speaking about allegations of white farmers impounding their livestock. On the other side, farm owners are saying those who reside in farms do not adhere to their rules, regulations and policies. So this is like a fact-finding mission for Minister of Police Bheki Cele as well as other officials. So we will wait to see what will be the outcome of this, because the issue that is at the center of all of this is the issue of land ownership and coexistence between farmers, owners and those who work there.
I do expect, Siphamandla, that the minister will talk more about the rural safety strategy, right? Because that has come to the fore as recently as that attack in Hartswater in the Northern Cape as well, which has really forced a reckoning with this phenomenon. Call it farm murders, call it a lack of rural safety, whatever you call it, and whatever causes and reasons are behind it, it is now firmly in the spotlight. So do we expect the minister to talk a bit more about a rural safety strategy?
Indeed, we expect him to talk about that, and those who have been speaking here, they've been mentioning it, saying that it needs to be implemented because there needs to be a solution when it comes to rural murders. And some people who have spoken say it's well and good to have a strategy. There have been strategies in the past, but they have not been implemented. If issues are not properly addressed, then you will have a problem. So we expect the Minister of Police to talk about that strategy, but most importantly, how are they going to deal with issues that have been raised here? How are they going to solve them? Because these issues are not new. In northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal, I've covered so many stories involving racial tensions between farm owners, farm dwellers, and farm workers. And the story, the script is the same. You know, things will happen and nothing will happen in terms of police investigations. all the people who have spoken here, they cite lack of speed when it comes to policing in the area. They say most cases are not properly investigated. They are calling for a capacity, or rather the local police stations to be capacitated as part of that rural safety strategy to make sure that rural murders and rural killings are properly investigated and prosecuted.
All right, that's eNCA's Siphamandla Goge there, tracking that visit by the Minister of Police, Bheki Cele, there in Newcastle. As you can see in the background there, that meeting is on the go, trying to find solutions, really, to this phenomenon of crime in rural areas and on farms. And also, of course, that raises the many socio-economic issues that are bubbling under in many of these communities at the same time. Not to give a cloak of, political explanations for criminality, but really to also highlight that there are these issues that do exist side by side with some of these issues around safety concerns on farms and in rural areas.